misunderstood. What did I do? I'm not sweating for you. Oh, misunderstood. Pressed and so clean, baby, I'm your jelly bean. Misunderstood. What did I do? I'm not sweating for you. Oh, misunderstood. Pressed and so clean, baby, I'm your jelly bean. Oh, yeah.
Hey there, it's Cece Mitchell with Iowa Public Radio's Studio One. I'm here with Cas Haley, a Texas singer-songwriter who's touring on his new album, All the Right People. Thanks for coming on, Cas.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys asking me to come be a part of this. Thank you.
Sure thing. And I've been trying to figure out how to explain your kind of music. It's reggae, it's soul pop. What kind of artist are you, Cas, would you say?
You know, I love all kinds of music. For me, it always starts with a song. So I consider myself just a singer-songwriter. But I love world music and I love reggae and I love soul. I love Motown. I love all kinds of music. So it's I've never been able to just stick with one thing besides for just trying to write real songs.
Who would you say are your biggest musical influences?
Um, Probably starts with my parents. Both my mom and dad are both musicians, and so it started with them. And then, everyone from Stevie Wonder to Paul Simon to Bob Marley. I really love Sam Cooke. You know, I like all kinds of stuff, but I really, Willie Nelson, being a Texan and him being able to transcend so many things through his career and stuff. I like all kinds of stuff, and currently influenced new stuff. James Vincent McMorrow, I really like. I like all kinds of stuff.
So I see your hat there. It says more music, more family. And that seems to be along the theme of the influence for your new album, All the Right People. Can you speak a bit to that?
Yeah, this is actually one of our hats, more music, more family. And this was actually the name of an album that I released in 2015. And it was the beginning of me sort of trying to flip the script of what it meant to be out there on the road and have a family. Before 2015, my family stayed at home. I have two kids, a 15-year-old and 11-year-old, and my wife and kids stayed at home. And when I would go out on the road, it was like music was one thing and family was this other thing. And this sort of 2015 was like the merging of my two worlds. And now we're 6 years in the future, and now the family's in the band. My son plays bass, my daughter plays violin, and me and Cassie are writing songs together. So it's been a cool evolution of things, from being lonely on the road with a bunch of dudes and then trying to sort of reinvent this thing and say, you know what, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to try to do it my way and just go out and not leave my kids at home so much and try to find balance between the two.
So you said your two kids are part of the band now. Will we be seeing them this Sunday in Des Moines?
Oh yeah, sure will.
Oh, that's wonderful. So speaking of your kids and your whole story, I saw this video of you online with Matthew McConaughey and making a hat and talking to all of these different people. What's the story behind that?
So that was part of a Lincoln Motor Company. There was a songwriting contest called Chart Your Course at the end of 2019, beginning of 2020. And we submitted our song, Every Road I'm On, which was like a family song about us being able to try to find our presence while traveling or while going through some kind of tragedy, of just being able to be here now, if you will, and we entered this competition and we won it. And the prize was to be involved in this commercial campaign and to go on this road trip and have this documentary created where you go and visit all of these influential artists and singer-songwriters and get advice from them. And so Matthew McConaughey was one of the people that we went and visited with, and it was it was incredible. It was a really and then 2020 hit, and sort of changed a lot of the plans for that. That was also right around the time that we were recording All the Right People. So All the Right People was supposed to come out in 2020, along with this campaign that revolved around our family and around this song, Every Road I'm On. Every Road I'm On's actually on All the Right People. But yeah, that's sort of where it came from. And it was a really magical sort of sequence of events that just was completely out of left field as well.
So that experience going on the road to see all of these really interesting people that went into this final version of the track that's now the final track on this new record.
Yep. So Every Road I'm On, there on the record is an acoustic version of the song. The actual song, the Every Road I'm On version, there's another version that's like the Capitol version, which was inspired by all the journeys. And we ended the journey at Capitol Studios and got to record this full band version with Al Schmidt, who the late Al Schmidt, he just recently passed away. Al Schmidt is one of the great American music producers. And I mean, he recorded everybody from Frank Sinatra to Sam Cooke. He literally was like one of the greatest living legends. And so we got to record the song with him. And that version is on its own single, Every Road I'm On.
Wonderful. How special. Are there any other tracks on the new record that stand out to you, that are important to you, that you're excited to share with us here in Iowa?
Well, it's all of them are really special to me. But the title track, All the Right People, sort of, it carries the vibe of where the record's inspired by, about, like when you have a moment, when you have something like what happened to us with the chart your course competition, and all of these things seem to be just coming out of left field, these blessings that are just like absolutely incredible. I mean, I've had several different, amazing things happen in my career, but it's always really, you can try and plan to, be successful and do this. And it always sort of comes out of the left field a lot of times, where it's like, it's never how you think it would happen as far as getting these big opportunities. And I just had this moment when I was in the middle of filming some of this Lincoln stuff, where I was just sort of overcome with just this feeling of gratitude for everybody in my life that made me who I was, and just sort of seeing the value of the relationships that I had with my family and with my friends, and just really just having this moment of clarity of seeing that the reason that all of these blessings were happening was because of that, so that's the spirit of All the Right People, is about honoring your relationships and realizing that, we're all super connected.
Wonderful. Here in Iowa, you're not too much of a stranger to the TV screen. We saw you a long time ago now, season 2 of America's Got Talent. How has your life changed from that moment? It's been quite some time now since you had that moment then on AGT, towards now your life, your career.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big moment. That was another one of those magical little moments that just came out of nowhere. Here I was in Dallas, living in Arlington, and pursuing a career playing with a band, Woodbelly, which was my group. We had been playing around Dallas and Arlington and all over Texas, chomping away, trying to, cultivate a successful career in music. And all of a sudden I get this opportunity to go on this TV show. I hadn't put any thought before that moment of going on to a TV show. I was sort of anti TV shows like that. And something, I asked my wife, and should we do this? And we were just like, you know what, I'm going to try this out. I just had my son, who's 15 now. So that was almost 15 years ago. He was like, just turned 1 or something. And so it was an amazing thing. And, I think one of the most powerful things from that moment of that summer of 2007 was just like the affirmations that, if there was any question of whether or not I should be doing this, and, I was always fairly sure that this was what I wanted to be doing, but there was always in the back, there was always that sort of me questioning myself of is this going to work? It's such a hard career path too, that you're just, if you're not prepared to fail hundreds of times, this probably isn't the career for you, because that's probably goes for every career too. The most powerful sort of change was me knowing for sure that this was my life. This was the path that I was going to be taking. So a big affirmation of yes, yeah, this is what you should be doing.
And nearly 15 years later, you're on the road promoting your new record, All the Right People. Cas Haley, we are so looking forward to having you right in the heart of our state. You can catch him this Sunday, May 23rd at XBK in Des Moines. That's in the Drake neighborhood of Des Moines. Tickets are still available at xbklive.com. The doors are at 6, the show at 6:30, and you've got a guest with you, Johnny Wayne.
Yeah, he's a good friend of ours from the Minneapolis area, and he's definitely a friend of the Midwest and has been all through that area, and a really great chef and a great singer-songwriter.
Wonderful. Looking forward to it. It'll be a wonderful family fair. We'll see you then. Thank you so much, Cas, for
Thanks a lot.
the time to talk to me today. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tap dancing, I'm on my way. I was built to face the day. Shaped in size to get the job done. I'm gonna put my tools up and just have a little fun, singing all the right people are here, all the right people are there, all the right people got all the right people, all the right people, yeah. All right. Bridge builder, connecting the dots. Your footsteps show can mean a lot. Sweet exchange when your eyes meet mine, and we put our phones down and just share a little time, singing all the right people are here, all the right people are there, all the right people got all the right people, all the right people, yeah. Oh, all right. Tiptoeing through your day, halfway scared you done went the wrong way. You weren't raised to be this undone. You better put your heels down and just have a little fun, singing all the right people are here, all the right people are there, all the right people got all the right people, all the right people, oh yeah. Oh, all the right people are here, all the right people are there, all the right people got all the right people, all the right people, all the right people are here.